Hi, everyone. Wow, my hair is really curly today. Hi, everyone. Welcome to CQ Stories. I'm bothered by my hair. Uh, as promised, today we're going to have a nice little chat with our veteran broadcaster, Charie Villa, who is standing by in her farm, and we will have her shortly. While we have you on here, it would be a good time to share this broadcast with your friends on Facebook. Maybe just press share so they can watch it. We are broadcasting live on CQ Diaries and the Daphne.ph Facebook page, and also in my YouTube channel. And we've got some nice stories. Before we go on, while waiting a little bit, let me say hi to our early birds. Hello, Romelin Ferry, watching from QC. Marilyn Lorbes is watching from Camarines Sur. I hope you're okay there, Marilyn. We have Trix. Oh my goodness. Trix Sangkula Aukasa watching down from Tawi-Tawi. Wow. Charie, your reach is very far. Galing. Okay, we have Ana Reyes Matillano, Rion Palacios, Stella Paez, my little elf here. Thank you for watching, Stella. We have Maria Brenda Ignacio and Achel Comendador. Okay, I love Heart from Tawi-Tawi Tricks. Wow, amazing. Okay, so wow. Welcome to CQ Stories. Just a little introduction. CQ Stories is a little derivative of our CQ Diaries community group. I started that in the height of the quarantine. It was called Community Quarantine, CQ. So I put CQ Diaries, it's like a softer term for lockdown. But in the midst of the lockdown, I found myself really sharing a lot more than normal on my social media. And I wanted to also hear from my readers in the Daphne page. So we created the CQ Diaries group, and it grew beautifully, organically. There were some amazing talents and skills and stories that people shared from all over the world that gave inspiration to many of us. And of course, one of them is my old colleague. What an honor for me to call her a colleague, because I actually worked in ABS as a reporter for maybe a year, and then I became a host. But yeah, so her name, of course, is Charie Villa. She's a veteran journalist. You probably remember her from her days as a reporter in ABS-CBN, but she's gone on to Reuters, and I don't have her entire bio here. I'm a very bad producer right now, but I will not beat around the bush, and let's call in Charie Villa.
Hi, Daphne.
Hi. Wait, how do I put you on
Hello.
the screen? There you are.
Ayan, sige. Hello. Am I coming in strong and healthy?
Very clear, and very nice your
Yahoo!
signal.
Thank
Good.
you to PLDT. I have PLDT.
Fiber ba?
Fiber because I'm in a remote place, no? This is called Paang Bundok in San Celestino. When I asked my friend from PLDT, Eric Alberto, he said, "My God, you're about 40 postes away. 40 posts." Sabi ko, but I go crazy. Sabi ko, please, I need
Lakas mo
my Netflix.
naman. So thank you, PLDT
Thank
Fiber.
you,
Actually,
thank you.
fiber din ako eh. So,
Yeah,
galing.
so galing.
Oh.
Thank you. So
So you
we're
mentioned,
surviving the quarantine because of our connections, di ba?
correct. Yes,
Yeah.
it's actually it has helped us so much. I have talked to you more now than when we were used to work together. It's an amazing community that we have, and I have to thank you for all the things that you're sharing. It's so
Because
inspiring.
since I retired, I've been trying to lead a less hurried lifestyle. That when we were in ABS, di ba? Naman, we're always on deadlines.
Yeah.
Patrick knows that. Parang, I have to be back by 2. I have to find my stories by 4 because we have a newscast at 6. And now I can imagine our reporters probably are more harassed because it's real time now, di ba?
Yes.
So
Grabe.
I can imagine how difficult it is, and it's a pressure. It was a pressure packed life. So I really wanted to connect because I'm a very sociable person. I mean,
You are. No, I have to say, like when I was a new reporter there, ABS had, the best people working there, but they were not always so there's
friendly.
no yeah, it was really like, oh my gosh, kung hindi mo kaya, umalis ka na lang. But you were so nice. Like from the very beginning, you were always so nice. In fact, I have a cute little picture of us here.
Thank
Uh,
you. Oh, really? You know
yeah,
why?
vintage.
Because
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, I'm like you. I'm wow. That's me. Oh my God. Hi, Charie.
I think that must have been like Edsa Tres, I think, or Edsa Dos. I don't remember.
Oh yeah. We were both
Anyways, hi,
reporters.
sorry.
We were both
Yeah.
reporters then, no? Oh. But I
Oh,
really wanted to share with people that were coming in that time what I've been through because I wanted more people like me to report on things. Because yeah, there's so many things I see and I feel na Mises, we were not enough, no? Kata, we were how many lang at that time. So whenever somebody would pop in and say, I want to become like you, really? Come!
yeah. That was really, you're a breath of fresh air, and your energy has always been so like enormous, and that it was very contagious. Your positivity and your laughter. Wow,
Oh,
talaga.
wow. No. I
Anyway, so
couldn't.
to our viewers who are not so familiar, can you walk us a little bit about through your career? You started as a
My
reporter.
life?
Yeah, so you were a reporter, and then you went like international.
Yeah, my life kasi, um, I was also a student leader, no? I was the battalion commander in Malate Catholic School. I've always um, l- loved to lead groups. Kasi nga, I'm a very communicative, I like to socialize. I like to hear stories. I like hearing stories of other people. And so when I graduated, Cheche Lazaro was my professor in UP, no? At the time, I was senior in UP Institute of Mass Communications. Ninoy Aquino was assassinated. And she called out for volunteers. Sabi niya, um, those of you who have cameras, or if you can borrow cameras, I'd like to deploy you around Metro Manila because the body of Ninoy Aquino will be routed around Metro Manila until Manila Memorial. So I volunteered. I raised my hand along with my friend, and we tried to borrow a huge camera pa at the time. So ganun na ako. I was really into it because my father was a government official. He was the ombudsman then. He was part of the Agrava Commission who investigated the Ninoy Aquino assassination. No? So I was very into it, what was happening in the country. And I wanted to be that. I wanted to become a reporter because I would watch my father on television and he would be interviewed and he would say na, oh, you become like Tina Palma, huh? You become like whatever. So I was, I set my sight talaga on that. So when I graduated, tama there was EDSA Revolution. I went to EDSA, and then there was a call out, no, na those who want to volunteer. So I ran to Broadcast City pa no, I was already pala working as a radio reporter at that time after graduation. And then ABS-CBN had an opening um after the EDSA revolution. So I joined, and then they posted me as the reporter, a military reporter. So I was pitted against Jessica Soho. So that was an adventure. So um, I covered disasters. I covered, man-made and natural disasters.
Mm-hmm.
I was witness to Mount Pinatubo when it erupted. I was witness to a big earthquake in
Mm-hmm.
Baguio when it happened. You
Wow.
know, ABS-CBN put me in the front seat of major world events. I'm very grateful for that. And then Reuters came along. My friend Angie Ramos said, I'm vacating my post, so would you want to take it? I said, yes, I want to become a world international journalist naman.
Mhm.
So it happened, no? I became a Reuters producer for 9 years. And then after 9 years, I was asked to join ABS-CBN again to share what I've learned. So I became head of news gathering then, meaning I trained reporters.
I didn't
And
realize you went back.
I went back. I went back. I
Oh,
went
okay.
back in 20. No, I'm sorry, 2000, 2005 or 2006. I
Oh,
returned to
okay.
ABS-CBN and became head of news gathering then.
Hmm.
And then I stayed on until 2014. That's when I retired, Daphne. And I volunteered to
Oh.
retire kasi nga, I was, parang, there'll come a time na parang, oops, I'm doing the same thing over and over again and there's nothing new. So I asked Jing Reyes, who was the boss at the time, sabi ko, would you want me to step down? And I was head of regional news. I built Choose Philippines, yung piliin mo rin
Mm.
ang Pilipinas.
Galing ah. Oh.
Yeah, so I went around the Philippines. Tapos I was very happy with that project. And kaya nga, I met many friends around the Philippines also.
Mhm.
So after that, I retired in 2014. I thought, what can I do? No, so I started my own company with my friends. We called it Damn Good Advice.
Mm.
We trained naman companies who were encountering crisis in their operations, like how to deal with communications, no, pag ganon, like when shit
Like
hits the fan.
crisis
Yeah,
management stuff.
yeah, communications
Ooh.
crisis
Okay.
management. So we thought PLDT, one of our clients. Kasi,
Oh, kaya pala you have
oh, and then
fiber.
yes, we had many clients. Tapos, then, you know, somehow parang I wanted to return to a more slow-paced life.
Mhm.
And I remember growing up in my aunt's homestead. We called it Kaingin in Pasay. It was in Pasay, ah.
Wow,
But
may
they had,
homestead pala dun.
yeah, Kaingin in Pasay, Malibay for that. But she had like livestock. She had goats. She had animals and trees. And I was imagining myself retiring in a similar place because parang that period to me was very peaceful. And so I want to go back to that and go back to myself.
Mm.
Parang, who are you, Chad?
This realization of wanting a rural life and a slower pace came after your retirement, or did you plan for it?
No, it came after even the death of my no after my retirement, and then I lived with my brother. No, my
Mm-hmm.
brother and my father who had Alzheimer's. For the longest time, my brother took care of my father. He was single. He worked for the government too, Energy Regulatory Commission, and in 2016 we lost him to suicide.
Mm-hmm.
He became depressed, and also he became very frustrated with his work in government because of corruption and all that. So um, he took his life, and that turned me around. 360 degrees. Sabi ko, I don't think I can deal with media anymore or politics or that. No, at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And thankfully, my friend Vangge Giorgetti is also a
Yeah,
member of
she's
yeah,
CQ.
she's here. Sabi niya, Chari, there's a farmland in Lipa. You want us to check it out? Me and Sergio can join you to
Mm-hmm.
buy it. I mean, if it's huge and you cannot handle it, sabi ko, me? How big? So I'll show you some photos. I'll share screen.
Okay.
I'll show you lang some photos of what it was. How do I share screen? Teka, share screen. Bear with me, folks.
Yeah, me also.
So,
I think I'll remove
okay.
myself.
Am I message? Am I sharing na?
Uh, I see the back. Yeah, you have to
Do
parang
you
go.
do you see this? Do you see this?
I see it in the back end, but it's not on the screen. Can you? Is there another button to share? Or yun na yun?
Ayan eh, it says StreamYard is sharing your screen.
Oh, add to stream ako pala. Sorry. Okay, there.
Okay. So,
Okay, wow.
okay, we came to this land, no? Ganyan, rough road, and there was this tower that didn't work. So, we had to walk inside. And then we saw this was full of lagundi plants. Talagang you can hardly see it. Nilagyan lang
Oh,
nila ng ABS-CBN because they knew me as Charie Villa and they thought ABS-CBN will be buying this land. Crazy, no?
yeah.
Parang sabi nila,
Bureau.
sige na, bilhin nyo na. Bureau. Oo, tapos
Wow.
yung bubong niya was all broken. So I started, and I sabi ko, sige nga, I'll try.
Wait, this
And
was
then,
an existing old farm.
huh?
It was an existing
It
old
was
farm.
an existing,
Lagundi.
parang, horse,
Mm.
stables for, kasi the former owner was the owner of a pharmaceutical company
Ah,
for
lagundi.
animals.
Ah,
So
animal.
when I came in, and that was in 2017, no? Finished na yung elections, I lost na my
Mm-hmm.
brother. Rico yan, Rico, Rico yan. Who, babe, Rico Hizon
He's
came.
on. Uh-huh.
Rico Hizon came. Sabi niya, Chari, I'm working for the BBC. Can you help me get an interview with Duterte? He won the elections, blah, blah, blah. So sabi ko, sige, samahan ko kayo sa Davao. And then,
Mm.
we weren't able to get Duterte. What we were able to do, sabi ko, do you want to do a story on cacao? Sabi
Oh
ko,
my God!
so I diverted them to this guy, si Grover Rosit, who grew cacao.
Uh-huh.
So we were able to do his story. It was so inspiring because he was like a former postman lang. And then,
Uh-uh.
hindi lang, no? But he was a former postman earning 12,000 a month. And then he started to plant cacao. And
Yes.
so yan, it inspired me too. So I started planting cacao. So these were my seedlings in 2017. So that's
Wait,
Vangge.
pareho pala tayo with cacao dreams. I have cacao also.
And then I started building a tiny house, okay? So I
Wait,
can
how big is your farm?
this is 2 hectares. Imagine, sabi ko, oh my God, 500 lang,
So
hindi ko
big.
kaya, 2 hectares.
Oh my
God,
God.
sabi ko, God, can I do it? Sabi niya, dream big, Charlie. When you dream big. So,
Exactly.
yeah, so
Oh, it's so
and
nice.
everything was broken. These were
Mhm.
all old horse stables. Nakita mo
Mm.
yan? Of course, hindi yan, meron akong challenges with the community. Of course, hindi, this was the old caretaker's house.
Yeah.
So yun yung phoenix ko to be my house.
Ah.
Okay? Tapos,
Okay.
syempre, meron akong mga challenges. Alam mo naman, may mga, ayan, that was me before.
Mm-mm.
Syempre, sila yung kumikita sa land na to. So, marami, sila yung nakikinabang sa mga coconuts.
Mm.
Ang tawag nga dyan, di ba, yung mga katiwala, nagiging katiwaldas. They called it that. Totoo. So, sabi ko, so you mean I have to stay and live here para to see?
Oo nga.
So, ganun talaga Daph. So,
So
I
wait,
just,
how many you had to absorb the staff of the previous owner?
they were a family, okay? Yung
Okay.
caretakers, family sila that used to live on this land for 12 years. And they planted a lot of pomelos,
Mm-mm.
coconut, and I'm thankful. Pero syempre, pinagkakakitaan nila yon. And to
Oo.
me, I'm sorry, but management has been changed and now it's di ba, it's gonna be on my terms and I have to tell you what my plans are. So ganon you have to know what you really want to do with the land. So ang dream
Mhm.
ko was to have cacao because in our interview, Rico Hizon and I interviewed Grover Rosit. Sabi niya, you know that cacao only grows in the equatorial countries.
Mhm.
And who doesn't love chocolate? Everybody loves chocolate, right? So
Mhm.
there will be a shortage because there's strife in the Ivory Coast. You know,
That's
there's
right.
child labor there and
Mhm.
maraming gulo. So,
Even our
ano,
domestic demand, we can't even meet our domestic demand.
we can't.
Well,
Kaya
yeah,
nga eh,
exactly.
if
That's
we
why.
come together, all cacao growers, if
Mm-mm.
we, when Gina Lopez died, I met some other like you who had this dream of planting cacao. So we planted papaya first to be yung
Mm-mm.
oo.
Oo,
Tapos we
madali lang
planted,
yun eh.
oo.
Oo.
Tapos I used organic fertilizer.
Mm.
Nako, ang hirap-hirap kasi it won't grow.
Di ba? And then your farmer, naiinis na yung ulo nila sa'yo because
It's
organic ka ng
hard.
organic. They get frustrated, di ba?
Oo, these are my mentors. Ayan, si Mr. Rosit. And then they come and visit me. Tapos they check out how. So this was
Yeah.
all in 2017, ha?
So you
How
must
many?
be getting harvest now. 2017, no?
Ito
So,
naman ang challenge ko ngayon. Is how,
mga farmer stories.
yes,
Oo.
how to maximize. Meron na akong maliliit na pods, but I need to know how to take care of them so they can grow to
Yeah.
be big. So you have to
Wrap them.
invest na naman and wrap them in plastic. And
Yeah.
yung investing is the challenge, Daphne, because you have to go slow. Because
Mm.
you don't plant, tapos wala kang market, di ba? Because
Mm-mm.
parang you're putting in money, wala ka naman bebentahan. So, first you look for the market and then you plant.
Yeah.
Kaya lang you don't want that stress either na, okay, I will contract you, Daphne, you produce
Mm.
1,000 pods
And you
every
can't meet it.
and you can't meet it and you go, do I want
Yeah.
that life too? No.
Okay. Oh, nga, we only want easy life. Oh,
Yeah,
paano na?
it's time to be gentle to ourselves already, Daphne, and to
Okay,
love
yeah.
ourselves. I mean, we're at
Right.
that age na
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm single. My children are my puppies, my dogs, no?
Yeah.
So, para I don't need much. The
Mm-mm.
aim is to live simply and then have a lot of, parang buffer funds para you don't bother anyone when you'll need funds, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
So that's also the counsel of my friend. Sabi niya, Charie, you have to talagang bring down your lifestyle and simplify.
Mm-hmm.
Ha? What is simplification? Talagang isipin mo where you can cut cost. Lista mo kung where what you spend on, and then cross out the unnecessary items and only live out what's necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? Kasi we only really need what? Konti lang na pagkain, and
True.
to live and to have a healthy body, you need to eat more vegetables. And
True.
that's really, di ba? Parang
Ah.
simplifying. So we plant our vegetables, whatever I mean, ampalaya,
Mm-mm.
um, and then we have sitaw, eggplant for our own consumption. And nung pandemic, during the pandemic, sabi ni Vangge, sabi niya, I live in Alabang Hills. Sabi niya, I have a community, may mobile market doon. Maybe I can sell some of our produce. So we did. And yun yung mga maliliit na market that we sell to. So
Okay.
we don't I mean yung dahan-dahan, they call it in Batangas na utay-utay.
Mm-hmm.
It means dahan-dahan. So don't plunk in money into something na wala ka naman market. So
Okay.
yung
So right now it's
cacao,
vegetables.
yeah, because cacao to me is an experiment. Kasi nga, okay, if it gives me yield, thank you, God. But,
Mm-mm.
ako, ganyan ako eh. Even with projects na after retirement, I built taopo.org. It's like Hoy Gising. If you're aware of Hoy Gising, it's
Mm-hmm.
waking up the government to serve the people better. Tao muna, bago kayo. So, I built that online and it was too early when I built it. But it gathered it taopo.org. I built that. Sabi nga ng friends ko, you plunking in your own money on that, Chari. My belief is if it doesn't work, at least I tried.
Mm-hmm.
That's even here, no? If it doesn't work, at least I tried in my
Right.
lifetime. So
In my little minimal experience in our little farm,
yeah.
we've had it for 10 years. So
Wow,
yeah,
really?
because unlike you, like I was always forward planning. So even while I was still on TV, we put our money in land.
You
So
wanted it. You wanted to do it na talaga.
no, we basically just wanted space for our children to run around in before they go to university. So
Oh,
we would
yeah.
just go there, get buko, get our fruits, ganyan. Not serious until I went to Davao and saw the Malagos farm
Are
and
you
learned
too?
from them. Yeah. And I said, we have to plant cacao. We have to plant cacao. So today, this week, we have mga little pods na.
Me too.
Ah. So I told them we have to wrap it. Ganyan. Pero
Yeah.
like you, I realized that, like, for example, we had chickens. We are spending more money on chicken feed
I have a solution for you.
than the eggs that we're getting. Oh my
I
God.
know. I know. I have a friend who says, si Modesto, he's a national artist, who tell us, bumili na lang kayo sa farmers. But
Uh-huh.
But I have a solution for you. My friend Tess Pantoja, who's also a farmer, she's also a startup farm in Antanawan. She started to experiment on this. And you Google it. It's called Azolla, Azolla. It's a plant, na maliliit. And kinakain pala yan ng mga manok and
Ah,
livestock and goats and horse. Kasi you'll spend a lot for the feed. Sabi ko nga sa farmer, sa caretaker ko, hey, I've been spending on the feeds.
yeah.
Do I see any eggs? Or do we eat the chickens or the ducks? We don't. I still buy my
Yeah.
chicken.
My kids made the chickens their pets. They all have names. We have like Hen Solo, Gregory Peck.
How cute, Gregory Peck.
Yeah.
Gregory
Oh,
Peck. Han Solo.
exactly. Yes, si Hen
Yeah.
Solo.
Kaya ako rin eh. Even Lily, no? The rescue
Teka
horse.
lang, Lily, that's my daughter's name. So
Oh,
you have a horse named Lily.
yes, she's a rescue horse from
Oh my
Taal. It
God.
was Dr. George Canlas naman who
Oh,
gave me Lily, because he's part of the rescue, no, yung PAWS, Philippine Animal Welfare Society, rescued some horses during the eruption. So sabi
wow.
niya, Charie, do you want? Sabi ko, yes. Sabi ko, I have so much grass. She can eat all. Kaya now she's very stout. Kasi
I
she's
have a
free range.
picture.
Minsan nandito yan, nagko-crossover sa kitchen.
That's Lily.
Ayan! There!
Oh
Lily!
my gosh. Talaga? So what does she do? Like she just eats your grass.
Yeah, I've been telling our farmers to use her to, sometimes
Yeah.
kasi we have to harvest the coconut. So,
Mm-mm.
mabigat yan eh. So, sabi ko, meron siyang, binilan na siya ng, yung basket.
Mm-hmm.
So she can carry the coconuts. I bought that basket sa Quezon because I'm nearer Quezon than Lipa. So yeah, she can carry coconuts, she can do work, and she needs to exercise, sabi ni Dr. George Canlas. So we
Oh,
try
that's
to make her
nice.
exercise a bit. So
That's
yeah,
great.
and those are her treats, no, when we give her some feeds. But she actually just eats the grass that's all over. Sana I can show you. I can move a bit so I
Yeah.
can show you. Yeah, I have a lot of hammocks
Oh my
around.
gosh, I'm cute.
Puro hammocks kasi parang yun yung aking how
Siyempre.
to live a less hurried life, right?
True.
You know why? So you can meditate more, you can go inward more, you can look, you can ask yourself more, Chari, what do you really want to do in life, and what is your real purpose here ba on this earth? Right? So medyo
Yeah.
mabigat, but that's what I
Hindi,
do.
magaan nga yun eh.
Yeah,
Hammock
so,
lang.
so you know, even ito,
Mm-mm.
the rocks. We got this. I have a guy, si Kuya Mina. He's from here, no? He's a very good worker. He got this what do you call this? Araal. Araal are the rocks under, pag yung road, merong road construction, you will see pala yung layer of rocks na tinatanggal lang yan eh whenever there's road construction. So, yan, we got it for free. So I used it to for
Galing,
this,
ah.
araal. So
So
you learn.
you didn't splurge on your
I
house.
I try not to.
Mm.
Kaya lang, pag may ginagawa akong sections, kasi ganun ang nangyayari, right?
Mm.
Pipigilan ako ng mga friends ko. Kasi, sabi niya, are you really sure you want to stay there na? Or are
Mm.
you gonna sell it? Because it's still an agricultural land. And if you sell it, if you flip it, you won't be able to consider yung cost ng house mo. So try not to spend so much on.
Mm.
I have very good friends. They're very uh anong tawag doon? Practical. So kasi me, if kunyari, this is an experiment, and if I'm sent to another place by God, then I have to sell it, right?
Have to.
So hindi din dapat ganun katindi yung investment mo
Oo.
sa structures. But since I live here, I want it to be comfortable. So I
Uh-huh.
keep adding eto inad ko tong section na to kasi dati parang ano to ano na to cliff papunta dun sa stream. That's where I bring my dogs, remember? Tapos, um, I'm blessed with all these pomelos. Is it okay to move, Daph?
Yeah, I'll put you on full
Ah,
screen.
ah,
So
is it
yeah,
okay to move? Is it okay
yes,
to move?
it's okay. I'm not.
Okay.
It's good. I'll put you on full screen. Okay, so you have the.
Okay. So, yeah, I don't spend so much. Pag mga ganito, yung mga wood na to, I don't ask them to cut trees as well, no? So sasabihin ko, may mga nahulog ba na puno tulad nung bagyo ngayon. An acacia tree was uprooted by Typhoon Quinta. So naka-stand by. Ay, there's Lily. Can you see her? Lily!
Really?
Lily!
Tia
Lily
Lily is
girl!
the horse.
Then that's Max.
Oh,
Hi,
look
Max.
at that.
Max! Sit. Look how bright this bike go. That's Max. See? Hello.
Oh,
Say
hi,
hello.
Max. Oh my
Hi,
God.
everybody.
How many dogs do you have? You have a lot.
7.
7. Oh my gosh. Are you keeping all of them?
Yeah, kasi they're my guards as well, 'di ba? They
Social
protect
naman ang
me.
guards mo. They're like, what breed
Hindi,
are they?
mas sosyal 'pag security guard 'no, mas mahal.
What breed are they? They're Belgian
The
Malinois?
Belgian Malinois.
Wow.
This was painted. Sharpie lang 'yan, done by my friend sa UP, si Epity Cabana, Dulay.
Galing.
Oo, but hindi siya nagpapa-contract, it's just love, out of love. It's her heart song. We call it her heart song. So, this is my little tiny house. It's a one
Yeah,
affair.
I love it. It's so
So,
nice.
pag may friends ako coming over, they have to sleep with me.
Oh,
I have two big beds inside. Tapos this is my open kitchen. This is where,
wow. Oh, that's where you guys like balat-balat your mga fruits and
yeah, si
basil.
Bangge. Oo, we have, kasi she's married to Sergio Giorgetti, who's Italian.
Oh.
So, he makes a lot of yung mga pasta. So, yeah, kaya I plant basil and yeah,
We
no,
gotta
meron
have
ako.
Vange on CQ stories. Do a demo.
Si Bangge,
Oo,
should.
si Vange.
Oh,
Sige.
yan. Ayan. That's basil. I
Ah,
planted
yeah.
that so we can have pesto daily. Tapos I want to show you this Ito. Everyone should have this, ha? Ano yan? This one. You see? Daphne, are you seeing this?
I'm seeing. Is that your rainwater catchment system?
Yes. So, we catch the rain. Tapos, even if walang tubig, we can still wash and also we wash the dishes of the dogs here. So, ganon. So,
I
this
should have
is,
that in my farm. That's
yeah,
nice.
collect water,
Mhm.
rainwater. Kasi, minsan, di ba, how do you get your water ba there?
We just pipe it in, pero mahal na rin eh. So, di ba,
Sa,
sayang naman the water. Kaya lang, the attitude kasi of the farmers is like, pag umuulan, ang daming tubig.
don't listen to them.
Pero pag naman summer, saan ako kukuha ng water, di ba? Ay,
I
nako.
know. pati minsan sabi ko na sa kanila ha, sabi ko, yung dragon fruit, nagki-creep
Mm.
sa isang tree na ang taas-taas na. Sabi ko, "Can you bring it down?" Kasi sabi ko, "Ma'am, di na puwede naman nating akyatin 'yan, eh." Ganyan. Bumagsak yung tree na yon ha, kasi ang
Oh,
bigat ng dragon fruit. Kaya
oo
sometimes
nga.
minsan kasi they ano na, "Wala kayong alam ma'am sa farming, eh." Kaya you also have to be ano, eh,
Pero
um
in fairness, I learned a lot from our guy there also
oh, yeah.
about very like regenerative type of farming. He's not the kaingin guy. He's not the, you know,
But you
hindi
have
lang
to
siya ma-organic.
oo, pati the plastic their plastic, 'di ba,
Oh,
yung mga
yes,
snacks
yes.
nila and their cigarette butts, yun yung challenge ko. I always tell them and King, King is the son of
Oo.
my caretaker. I always teach him, sabihin ko, saan itatapon? Sa tamang basurahan. So, yan yung mga dapat tinuturo natin,
Mm.
garbage. Kasi they treat their kunyari uminom sila ng soft drinks, itatapon lang nila yung plastic bottle
Yeah,
on the ground. So,
it's really not in there.
"Hi, King."
That's
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, he
So,
came here, he was 2 years old. Tapos, he was very brave sa mga dogs ko.
mm-mm.
He wasn't afraid, he was throwing them rocks and sila Luna naman would catch it. So, sabi ko, "Ay, how cute." He was really playing with my dog. So, and ano siya, he always greets you, "Good morning, ma'am." Ganon in the morning.
Yeah, si King.
That's King. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Luna. See?
He's so cute.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
very brave. And then, yan din ang one of the things na I think yung purpose ko here, no, is to sana to be able to share also, syempre, what my experiences and what I've learned through the years. Kasi I watched you, sabi mo nga, dinosaur ka na rin na journalist, so am I. So us dinosaurs should share, di ba, the learnings that we have gathered in our journey. So, yun. So,
Yeah.
so I want to be able to impart to King yung values na inimpart sa akin ng parents ko. Of course, challenge yon because syempre he has his own parents and then siguro sila rin ang dapat kong tinuturuan.
Mm.
And yun. So, I'm in that stage na, okay, what do I do next? So I'm growing this farm. I'm also helping out pa rin. Well, we're doing some profiles of past presidents. This is Cheche
Okay.
Lazaro's project. It's to teach Gen Zs on
Mhm.
kasi ang dami na rin misinformation that's spreading on YouTube. So we're
Mhm.
using probe archives to produce profiles of past presidents to see for the Gen Zs, no. So, kasi in 2022 they'll be choosing
Voters.
our new leaders, our new
Mm.
voters. These
Mhm.
Gen Z, some of them are 17, turning 18 in 2022. So they should exercise
Mhm.
their right, no, right to vote.
So
We
even in retirement, you're still
Yeah,
telling stories and you're
on
yeah.
Friday, I have naman a Zoom
Mm.
webinar with Enderon publication students on responsible journalism. So I did still try to share what I've learned through
Mhm.
the years, yan. And I
But
choose now what projects to do. I can
mhm.
choose. I think that's what retiring is all about.
Right. But you have a lot of fans here really wanting to
Oh,
know about farming. I think this pandemic has really brought a consciousness about food security and how plants can really help us in our own mental state, right? Like there's something very like, it makes you peaceful when you're planting. I don't know, for me it does, but some people it's
yes.
stressful. Yeah.
Yes.
So we have
Yeah.
a, diba? It really
Oo.
helps.
Oo.
Okay, we have here from Hendrik Oliva.
Hello,
I'm da-
Hendrik.
Hi, Daphne and Charie. I love watching Mom Charie's IG posts and stories,
Thank
especially
you.
when she's saying something and showing King King.
And
Nature indeed.
nature. Yes. Kasi
Ganda.
parang it's a returning to the basics, no? To who we really are.
Baka motherly instincts mo yan.
Oo, I think.
Parang, nurture, you're
Oo.
really a nurturer.
Kasi 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 ako rin, I was a good girl naman. Although a bit good to my mom. My mom was
Oh,
a
yeah.
good mother. So, yun, binabalik ko lang. I'm just returning whatever I've learned from her, and that to fix your bed when you get up,
Right.
all those things.
Yeah, that's very important.
Hmm. And
Okay.
thank you, Hendrik.
Eileen Sarmiento Octaviano, how is life in your farm? You've shown us. It
Yes.
keeps evolving. It's an evolving
Every
thing, huh?
day, every day is a new day. Ganto. What am I gonna do today? Sometimes I need to go to town, di ba, to buy some stuff. Today, no. I want to build a pond for my azola. I mean, it's evolving because it's growing. Like all your trees and your plants have needs. So does your animal. So yun, it grow every day. It's a different day. I have to keep track.
Mhm. This is from Aris Ilagan, our friend
Hi,
Aris.
Aris. Hi.
My old dive buddy, si Aris.
Yeah,
Hi,
Aris.
Chari. And
Hi. Yan, pag
Farmer
pamotor-motor
Chari.
yan. Jum, jum,
Oo nga
jum.
eh. He's living the life din. Yan yata yung best life niya.
Yeah.
Motor.
Like Patrick,
Oh.
ha? Patrick naman, I see him. Kasama ko rin yan. Matagal kami ni Patrick nag-cover.
Yeah,
Chronicle pa siya. Chronicle.
yes. So Patrick is his career is also evolving, but because of the farm, he's also very active. It keeps him healthier, I think. The
Yeah, he
farm.
asks me sometimes, like, Chari, where'd you get that? I said, because, ay, you buy it here para mas mura. And then do this and do that.
Yeah,
You
we
know what?
haven't really spent so much there except for the feeds. Nga.
I, Yun na nga, get the Azola, ha?
Yeah.
YouTube it, Azola, Azolla, and grow it. It will now reduce your feeds by 70%.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm? Yan.
Good. Ano pa ba? This is from Abby Gay Generoso Montaire.
Taking
Taking
care of
care
our
of our
relatives
plants and
is good
animals.
karma. But yes, I agree, Abigail. Yes.
Giving back to God. Totoo
Sabi
yun.
ko nga it slows us down. It
Mm.
slows us down, when you're there and just touching the soil. It's humbling, no? And, soil sa feet mo, sa nails mo. These are all very humbling experience. So, and for you, tapos makikita mo yung seed mo hindi nag-grow, yung sa farmer mo nag-grow.
Mm.
Parang, anong ginawa?
Oo nga. Grabe.
Yeah.
Tapos actually, kasi we were also hit by Typhoon Quinta.
Yeah.
Not by Rolly or by Ulysses, but
Yeah. Me
that
too.
Quinta. And I lost some trees that I planted 3 years ago. Sakit sa puso.
Oh,
'Di ba?
yeah.
It's so humbling. And then my farmer was like, "It's okay, ma'am, magtanim ulit tayo." And it made
I
you realize that this is a cycle that our people keep going through every year.
every year. And mabibilib ka sa ating farmers because they're still at it, and they're the most abused sector and
Yeah.
people in our society. That's why I want to bring out their also their state, no? Parang here coconuts, ha? I'll show you our coconuts. Okay? Yan ang coconuts here are bought by traders for 1 peso and 50 centavos a piece. So if they get 900 pieces of coconuts, you only get how much? 900 pesos. So,
Bakit
tapos they
gano'n?
sell it sa market 30 pesos. They sell it sa restaurant 120 pesos, di ba? So, ang kawawa talaga yung mga farmers. So, yun yung mali. They're killing the source. So, dapat yung traders should rethink yung kanilang pagbili sa mga farmers and to be fair. Kasi wala nang maiengganyo na mag-farming kung ganyan ang sistema. And Di ba nagkaroon din ng crisis sa garlic before? Ang hirap-hirap mag-plant ng garlic. Tapos ipapasok ng cartel. May cartel that brings in yung mga Chinese malalaki ng garlic na wala naman lasa, but our garlic were smaller sa Ilocos. Kaya lang, mas mahal. Mas mahal ang mga
Yeah,
organic and
local.
local products. Kasi sabi nga, pag bumili ka na lang sa farmers, mas mura.
Mm.
But we're killing ourselves. So it's good that the people's attention, somehow, no, I'm not naman discounting yung fact na maraming nagkasakit, maraming namatay sa pandemic. But this pandemic has a silver lining to it. It's
Mhm.
bringing back focus on what's essential. It has slowed us down
Mm.
and made us also aware that our earth needs rehab. It needs to be treated. We need to again treat our soil.
Mm.
Ay, yun nga. And sana everybody comes together and help each other na lang and stop all these Dilawan,
Yeah.
DDS, whatever.
It's really
Stop
time to
it.
unite. I mean, because a lot of these issues are not political. They're
Exactly.
just, it affects anyone no matter who you vote for. So I think it's really time to
Exactly. I
unite
mean,
and
we
move
all
on.
have the same objective, I think, but we just sing different songs.
Yeah.
It's just trying to, we need a leader that can probably harmonize, diba? All these together so we could rise
Correct.
above all this politicking. I don't like it. I don't
Kaya nga
want it.
bawal siya sa CQ, walang
Thank
politics.
you. That's
Like,
why I love CQ. Thank you, Daphne, for creating this space. This space is a beautiful space. I told you already. It's so
thank
positive and it
you.
brings out the best in us. Thank you, Daphne, for
But it's
doing
only
it.
what it is because of what you guys share. For example, we have Elna. I met
Hi,
Elna through
Elma.
my blog like years ago. I've been blogging for a long time. She used to live in London and now she moved to Manila, somewhere
Ooh.
in the Philippines. Yeah. So hi, Daphne and Charie. I love your farmhouse, Charie. What a beautiful scenery around the mountains, the trees, etc. How many minutes drive are you from the city center of Lipa?
Probably 30, around 30 minutes. It's the road going to Tiaong, Quezon. You know where the
Wow.
farm is? The farm in San
Yeah, San
Benito?
Benito.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I
Wow.
call myself the farm too.
True. The real farm. Okay, from Army Kagasan, did you get help from Department of Agriculture to coach you on the
Yes,
farm or
yes.
had to rely on your own network? Ako din eh, they helped me.
Ay, nako, I went to the
Mm.
DA. Biglang suddenly, I found out that there were other sections in the DA that gives you free seeds or um,
Seedlings.
seedlings. And minsan, sabi na nga, "Hoy, humingi ka ng fertilizer, you're entitled." So I would knock on their door. And
Mm.
then, of course, we had mentors like Grover Rosit is the head. He's called the Cacao King of the Philippines. So
Ay,
yeah,
nako, I have to meet him.
yeah. I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up. Grover
Okay.
Rosit.
Sige. We also have here, hindi ko makita yung name though. This is, hi, Miss Chari, what's your daily routine? Thanks for sharing your farm life. Paiba-iba every day.
I don't have a routine. I try not to have a routine. My only routine is my vitamins. I have to take zinc,
Oh, okay.
and
But
then
that
my
was
well,
Irene Dioneda.
and then my meals, and then sometimes I try to check check out and meditate, diba? So
You're more
check.
spiritual now.
Yes. Yes. True.
I love it. You sang pa a prayer. Naku, I was so touched. Ano ba yan? It's
Yeah,
true.
I'm more spiritual than religious. You know the difference, no? It's I'm in touch. So because I've been through many things, Daph, and
Mm.
of course God was there to guide me, and then He brought me here. I'm very grateful, and having that ang tawag nila yung gratitude attitude is a very good state to be in, and it's a very good space to be in God's space. So I'm here now and I'm happy.
That's so nice. And you're sharing it. This is from Marcy Rodriguez. Is organic farming is expensive, but it is healthier. Yes,
Yes,
Marcy.
true. It's true. Kaya lang, yun na nga, the mere challenges in organic farming, the pests, di ba? Parang you have to try a lot. Neem oil is a good, so I
Yes.
planted neem trees. They say garlic and chili. We tried it. Ibang wood borers are very strong eh.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, yeah, you have to constantly, ano lang, talk to your plants and tell them be healthy, please.
I know. Oh my gosh. This
At,
is from Boots. Ay, ano yan?
well, ito, no, they're very expensive on Facebook, and I'd like to warn people about those scams. They don't
Yeah,
have to they don't have to buy those very. Tapos it has shot up the prices,
I agree.
ridiculous, absurd prices.
I
Even
agree. In fact, like this whole plantita movement, it's nice, but maybe time to evolve and become a trita.
yeah,
Tritos and tritas.
I'm with you, Daph.
Kasi ang mahal ng mga plantita. Ano, grabe, exag, guys.
Before, bumibili lang ako sa labas, 50 pesos. Ngayon, ma'am, nakita niyo po ba sa Facebook, 200? Sabi ko, huwag ka gagaya doon.
Yeah, guys, it's really like these things are free outside. But and learn how to propagate. Once you have your plant, you can
Exactly.
easily propagate it. There's
Oo,
so
and
many.
share with your friends, right?
Yeah,
Share, share, share.
that's so true.
It's good that we're into plants now.
Yes, it's a nice thing. Yeah. This from Boots. How do you encourage the young generation to have an interest in farming?
Oh, wow.
I think it's
During the
cool now.
pandemic, I brought my nephew and niece here, Pieli and Alonso. Sabi ko, you stay with me during the pandemic. Ano siya, high school and, early college sa Ateneo. And then sabi na, what will we do there? Akong bahala. Is there internet there? No. So you know what? I taught them how to open a coconut. They make it interesting for them. Una, I bought the gulok, no? Yung bolo. And I gave them gloves. Tapos sabi ko sa farmers ko, can you teach my niece and my nephew some styles and strategy? Kasi how funny, no? Ang laki-laki ni Alonso. He was chopping wood like, bag! Sira.
Mhm.
Sira yung kanyang bolo. Sabihin, tatawanan yung mga farmers. Sabihin, that's not,
Mali.
hindi mo ganyan. May stroke, may stroke. Now we can open a coconut like that. Ang yabang-yabang na niya. So
May style.
you have to spend time with your the young gen, kasi minsan we dismiss them like if your daughter will ask you, mom, can I use a computer at 10 o'clock, sabi mo, either you say no instantly or you say okay, go ahead. Di ba no effort yon? Parang left and right wing answer lang yun yung giving time to think about what really is her need, 'di ba? And to join her in her journey, that's giving them more time. So I spent time with my nephew and my niece. Talagang okay, I was a bit militaristic at first. You have to be. Yung parang, okay, wake up, time to wake up. No more breakfast after 8, 'di ba? Kasi iinit na eh.
Right.
The sun will be super hot and hindi na sila I mean, the earlier you are in the field, the better. Kasi mas softer yung sun sa'yo. So I wanted them to wake up early. I wanted them to fix their bed and then have breakfast and then go around with their bullock. So it was like that for a month.
That's
And
nice.
yeah, and I think they came out, now they're coming back on Saturday and sila na nag-request to come back here.
That's good.
So
I also,
know,
exposure, and I also found out the Department of Agriculture had these loans for people who have farms if they're under 30. So medyo over na tayo
oh
doon.
wow.
Yeah, no, not loans. Actually, they were giving grants up to 500,000.
Ay, yeah, pati I saw that, ha? I saw that. May mga grants ang DA. If you
Yeah.
plant something like,
Tas
may
you
mga
have to-
plants
Oh,
Ube.
tsaka
Ube.
yeah, ay, ang tagal ng ube. Ang tagal
Ube.
ng, oh,
You can get
1 year.
500,000 if
Yeah,
you plant ube. Kasi meron ng shortage sa ube.
Shortage. Tsaka it's so tagal to grow ube pala. I have
Yeah.
a respect for it now. Grabe. Okay, this is from Charina Basco Favila. As we
Wow.
age, it's really important to look for our purpose in life. I can relate to that note on meditation from Chari. My husband and I wish to own a farm for our family. Happy to see people who are aging gracefully in their own peaceful, happy place. Hello, Chari.
Thank you, Charie. You are my tokayo, Charina Avila. It's like Charie Villa. Charina, dream big. I never thought I'd own something like this. You know, God will grant it to you if you will it. It will happen. Diba? Who would have thought I'll be here? Who would have
So,
thought? Diba?
so true.
Right?
Divina Gracia Matutina. How I
Hoy!
miss this woman. I'm so happy for you, Bok,
Bok,
because you
you
are
know,
happy.
yeah, box, we called each other box. We used to, eto si Hoy Gracia. She used to be the PIO of the Armed Forces of the Philippines when all these coup d'etats were happening. Okay, so me and Jessica would befriend Grace. Grace, anong schedule ni FBR? Ganon. May coup d'etat ba ngayong gabi? Ganon. So we called each other Bok kasi si Manny Mogato, all these people who covered the military then, we called each other Bok. Bok! Ano na
Oo,
nangyayari?
si Ed Lingga Bok din yan, di ba?
Bok!
Oo, depends ka pala because I'm an Air Force brat, huh?
Yeah,
Although I grew up in
I
Canada,
know
but
your
I'm
peeps. The Aquinos, the
yes,
Gabors,
yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Ay, Benji's
Okay,
anyway.
this is Army. Is that Thai constellation?
What's a
What's that?
Thai constellation? Ah, this
Baka
one?
ito yan.
It's a potos. Potos.
Ah, oo.
Potos.
Pothos. This is okay. We have another one from Efren Zarzuelo. Good afternoon, watching from Quezon Province. Wow, kamusta ang
Oh,
Quezon?
kapitbahay.
Oo.
Hello.
Taga Quezon daddy ko. Nalunod yung mga
Oh,
Lopez sa
where?
Quezon.
Where in Quezon?
Lopez, they're sinking. My gosh,
Oh,
I know. It's really satisfying moment when you have a farm and stay there to commune with nature. Our family is also a small
yes.
farmhouse where we stay during weekends. It's really a gift. Grabe.
Yes, thank you for we're really an agricultural country, di ba? Because
Yeah.
even Pasay to me there was a homestead. So my
Mhm.
lolo also. So yan ang ating core. So we just need to get back to our core kasi we need to find out sino ba ang Philippines, who we are, and ano bang essence natin, and anong purpose natin sa buong mundo. So our
Mhm.
leader should lead us to that. Okay, I'm going politics na naman. No.
Oh, ito si Elna. Balik si Elna. I've been to San Benito, so you're not far from the city. Thanks for sharing your farm life. We would love to visit your farm one day. We visit
Yes,
Lipa once a week. Would love to
yes.
buy your fruits and veggies and maybe cacao when you finally have your harvest.
Just come, Elna. I'd love to meet you and your husband, Mr.
Yeah.
Smith.
I'm asking Elna to be one of our guests in the future
Oh
episode.
yeah,
She
good.
has
So we
such
could meet.
an inspiring story. Also, Elna used to live in London and what a beautiful life and moved here for the next phase of their lives. Very nice.
Wow, I'd love to hear
Yes.
your story, Elna. Ha, share it, ha. Since you are being sought. Oh,
Okay. To
telling your
Aris,
place.
ano
Oh,
to?
to become a breakfast place for motorbike riders. Sure, Aris, for you. Tingnan natin. Kaya lang, ang mahirap dyan, ano bang kinakain nyo, di ba?
Tapsilog.
Kasi, well, I eat pa rin. I eat the danggit. I still eat that. And fried rice, egg. Chair Favila, di ba? She was here.
Yes.
She was just
Ah,
here.
really? Oh, say hi to her.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Isabel Ebalio. Hi, Chari. What challenges have you encountered during the typhoon? How was it, Quinta? Scary.
Quinta was that was a bit challenging because I was not prepared and all my animals were out there, my dogs, no? So I had to let them into my room. and muddy sila, right? So Pandan, my biggest dog, jumped on my bed and I was like, Okay, OC ako sa bed ko eh. I mean, yung sacred space ko yun, I want to sleep nicely, ganon. Kasi I value sleep, you know. So, when he jumped on my bed, sabi ko, okay, okay na lang. Because kawawa eh, it was howling. So, Luna and Max were inside. So, I called my caretaker. Sabi ko, saan mo papatulugin yung iba? I mean, keep them in a very safe place. And yeah, that's my room. So, kita mo na how they would really mess it up, right? So, he
Wow.
jumped on my bed. I mean, meron dogs pa rin sila. I love them very much. But syempre, I don't have their fur. So I will die,
Mhm.
diba? So they had to have their. So after Quinta, I had to rehabilitate and renovate my yung nakita nyong bodega and create a space for them so they will be safe from the next typhoons. Kasi dumating yung Rolly, I was super prepared and it didn't
Mm.
arrive, thank God. Sabi nga nila, di ba, the way to stop the typhoon from coming to you is to prepare. So I really prepared, ha? We
Yeah,
pruned
yeah,
a lot of
yeah. I
trees.
know.
And then Ulysses came, we were prepared. So okay na kami. Okay na
Mm.
kami. The challenges
Wow.
also were the power outage and
Mhm.
syempre pag walang power, walang water. But thank God we have the drums for yung we collected rain and we used it to not for eating or pero for washing and doing
Mhm.
the chores yan.
Hopefully, that's the end of our storm season. Sana.
Hopefully kasi I told my guys to plant again because
Mm.
we visited our ampalaya and our sitaw. I'm sorry I couldn't show you that because wala nang signal doon. The signal just revolves around this place, no?
Yeah.
So I would have wanted to show you the chickens and Lily's paddock and
Well, for those who want to know more about your farm life, you keep sharing them here in CQ Diaries,
yeah,
and
yeah.
we look forward to your future posts. So now, Chari, thank you so much for spending Monday afternoon with us. We learned a lot from
It's
you.
my
You can
pleasure.
so inspired by your posts and your
And you
activity.
can do it, guys, ha? I mean, I thought it was gonna be hard, but sabi nga, utay-utay, little by little. I think if you set your sight, if you set your heart and your mind to it, it will happen. It will happen.
And is
So
there are there other
that's
things that
my
you want for yourself for the future, for the farm? What are your immediate plans, or we don't plan anymore?
ganun, biglang, we don't plan. No, the nearest event is Christmas. So are we gonna have Christmas? Yes, we are gonna have Christmas. Is it gonna be happy? Yes, it's gonna be
Yes,
happy. Diba? So we'll have Christmas with all the CQ Diaries members. Let's share. So
let's do something.
alam mo, short term na lang muna mga planning natin. Wag na natin habaan. Kasi pero yung what we can do for the future, let us do it. I mean, when I plant, I don't plant for myself. 'Di ba when you plant, what do you say, Daphne? When you planted a seed for a tree, it's not gonna be for you. It's gonna be for
Yeah.
Lily, right?
Yes,
It's gonna be for your kids.
for the
So
future.
when I plant, I say, para sa kinabukasan.
Yes.
That's
Especially
my
the
long
trees,
term.
they're going to outlive us.
Yeah,
Pagka
and then I tell
ganyan.
my farmers, if they see a buko na meron suloy, yung
Yes,
sprout, I tell
replant.
them, please, pakitanim. Because it takes 10 years. It takes a lot of years. It's not for me. It's for
Mm,
the future. I mean, whoever will own this land will thank us for doing this. So
true.
that's my long term. My
Mhm.
my short term is Christmas. Are we gonna have Christmas? Despite the pandemic, yes. Despite all these challenges, yes. Because these challenges, they train us to be the beautiful person we really are.
Yes. Thank you
Diba?
so much, Chari. I really, really love this conversation, and I'm so
Me
glad
too. Thank you, Da, for
you're open to this.
considering, for seeking me out.
Yeah. Wow. Galing.
Uh-huh. And
Thank you
hi
talaga.
to Patricio. I call him Patricio.
Yes, yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Chari. And to everyone who wants to know more about Chari, follow her in her social media. You're on Instagram, right?
I am.
Yes,
Charie
Instagram.
Villa,
Charie
CHA
Villa.
1R.
Very easy. And or join our community here in CQ and get to win new friends like Charie and the beautiful.
Yay!
Wow, we have
Elna,
to visit
now.
you.
I know Elna already, and that's the sunset.
Beautiful sunset. Oh my gosh, you enjoy your sunset there. Thank you so much for sharing so much, Charie. We love you.
Love you too. Bye bye.
Bye. Okay, that was Charie Villa. Guys, that was amazing. What an amazing little snippet of Charie's life, including the difficulties and realities of having a small farm and the hope that having a place like that brings. It's so wonderful. And we got to see her dogs, and we didn't see kinking, but we have photos and videos of kinking. And thank you for your comments and for participating here. This broadcast will remain in Daphne.ph and CQ Diaries, so you can watch it and rewatch it and share it again. Now, yeah, your comments are coming. Thank you for this. Very inspirational. Thank you. Salamat, salamat. Uh, we are planning more sessions with some of our members, and feel free to make suggestions as well of who you want to see here in CQ Stories, and we'll try to get to it. But before I go, I wanted to bring up something that I cannot, of course, not mention. I have to, where is it? Oh, I don't have it here. I don't have a visual of it. What happened? Okay, I should be more prepared, but I just wanted to let you know that if you wanted to donate, we to the ongoing relief missions. The need is very immense, and it's going to be beyond the rescue and relief period. It's going to be rehabilitation and so on and so forth. It's going to take a long time. So as you know, whenever a disaster strikes, it's really children that suffer so much because because they can't defend themselves, So let me pull up a, 1 second. Okay, I just want to show you how you can donate. Of course, as you guys know, I am officially associated with UNICEF as their Goodwill Ambassador. Here you go. Do you see that? Okay, yeah. So if you want to donate to children in emergencies and crisis, just go to unicef.donate.ph. I can also put an active link here. We have an ongoing continuous fundraising. Prior to the storms, UNICEF had been doing a vaccination program with the DOH for measles and polio, on top of what they're doing for COVID relief. And now we have Ulysses and Rolly. So ang dami talagang needs, guys. So thank you so much again. All right. Well, that's it for today. So thank you so much for being with us this Monday. We call it Merienda Monday, but we didn't eat. I just have water here. Thank you again to Charie Villa for sharing so much of your wisdom and inspiration on farming and life after retirement. And see you guys. See you again soon here on CQ Diaries and Daphne.ph. Thank you. Bye.